Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to Montreal, welcome back to the World Series 2022, and welcome to round number 3. Very interesting one for you here today, especially for me actually, because if I continue on a winning road, probably the person who I'll face next is going to be the winner of this set. So down in the south, we have Reznov with the China infantry in the cyan. I'm going to quickly flick that up here before I miss the army. We have got the blue player with the USA Air Force, which is Fargo. So yeah, Inf against Air Force. This was only played very recently. Literally, I'm recording this a few hours just after it was played. And I've gone to extra lengths here to... This is weird from Fargo. Gone to extra lengths here to make sure I'm literally covering part... As I'm downloading the replays, I'm literally covering parts of my monitor so that I don't see like how long the Gen Tool page is and how many replays were played and all that, and downloading one replay at a time. I'm going to extra lengths here to make sure that I do not know the results, because I find it so much more entertaining, especially when Fargo's doing builds like this. So much more entertaining when I don't know. Yeah, it's the same as anything. If you watch the football, you watch boxing, any sport you watch and you know the result, or you think you might know the result, it spoils it so much. But this one I'm actually really excited about, because yeah, it's going to be the next... It's going to be the main hardest opponent that I will face if I continue to win. I think I face Humanity next, but he's broke his hand. So whether that game will happen or not, I don't know. It seems to be his left finger he's broke. But yeah, anyway, we'll come on to that. Fargo looking for the dozer hunt. I don't know if this is going to work, actually, because there's quite a lot of production. 2 barracks and 1 war factory out so far. And there's already quite a lot of units out. What Fargo is going to try and do here is go for the dozer hunt using the barracks. Sorry, using the King Raptors, of course. And then he's going to make Colonel Burton and use a carpet. Probably put... wow. Probably use bombardment. Secretly, I'm hoping for a Reznov win here, because I've been playing Reznov lately, and although he's pretty good, pretty confident I can beat him. Of course, anything different in the tournament. But that's what I'm hoping for. We've got a carpet bomb there from Reznov, but he's already finished the second war factory. Reznov knows exactly what he is against. Colonel Burton is out. Is he looking for the kill on that barracks? I think he is. Does not get it, though. I honestly think here that there is too much production already out for Reznov, and even though the Colonel Burton's heading over here and might get the TNT on that, I think Fargo might already die to this big push over on the right hand side. Power plant here getting hit. Minigun is killing the stuff, and honestly, yeah, that's looking bad for Fargo. I don't know why he's felt the need to do this build order. Would it not have been better to go 2 supplies, war factory, and an airfield? Is he throwing the set? Because you start off with a strong army, and you you expect to go 1-0 up, and then maybe even you'll be able to win with the infantry as well. Go 2-0 up. I don't know, but it's straight away not looking great. He's getting laser locked. Okay, Colonel Burton survives, though. Very important that Colonel Burton survives. But I think even if he comes out and just knifes them all, it's going to take an absolute age, and he can't also use the machine gun here just normally, because he's going to lose the production. So yeah, I think Fargo kind of a throw, really. Just don't see any need to do that. I think it's too risky. Maybe on a gigantic map where you're so sure of what build order the opponent's going to go for, but this Colonel Burton, he's literally got an absolute monster of an army to deal with. And yeah, even if the dozer hunt comes in, if the Inf gets his production up, it's too much. Reznov's floating loads of cash. Colonel Burton coming in trying to get some stuff done, but as soon as the minigun is switched target, though, Colonel Burton is dead, and that's Fargo out. That's a very quick replay. I did not expect something like that. That's going to do wonders for Reznov's confidence here, and that is a 1-0. Okay, jumping into the reverse. Up in the north, we have Reznov with the Cyan USA Air Force. Down in the bottom middle, well, yeah, down at the bottom, we have the China infantry with the blue player. That is Fargo. I think Fargo's going to do like a forward war factory assault troop crawler. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I think I've seen him do it many times before. There's a barracks there. There's a chance he could just spread some tank hunters around. But I'm feeling an aggressive war factory and assault troop crawler. Yeah, that's what it's looking like it's going to be. Is he keeping his CC? This is weird from Fargo. Honestly, why are you keeping his CC? Very strange, man. Did he queue up an assault troop crawler there anyway? I think he did. Yeah, I suppose you could sell that and now be squeezing in a supply. But I suppose this is an all-in anyway. How's Reznov going to deal with this? Because this is still a hard push. Even if it is weird that he's keeping his CC. Ambulance is the first unit. These are kind of in single file. So yeah, if the ambulance goes straight for it, you should be able to get the crush here on a few things. Dozer tries to block the ambulance. But honestly, I feel like I don't know what Fargo's doing here. What is he doing? He's what? I've not seen a build order like this from an Infinite well, maybe ever in 20 years of Zero. He's bringing a Dozer. Okay, so he's gonna maybe build a bunker. Okay, still looking kind of nice. He's not even got the minigun of veterancy. Okay, building a bunker in front of the power. I mean, I'm loving it, man. This is unique. He has got the assault troop crawler in anyway, and he is killing the Chinooks. Needs to still move the Chinooks out of the way. Should have moved them out of the way in advance, really. And those minigunners should have killed them because they should be all vet too. But they're not. Power plant is going down insanely slow. V's come in a little bit too close, though. What's going on with the micro here? It does have flashbangs. Outpost over on the right hand side. Does he have minigunners inside of that? Does not look like it. The power is still being killed very, very slow. There's actually a Dozer in the base. Is that his last Dozer? I think it well could be. Not convinced there's minigunners inside of there, so I think the V should be able to clear that up. And then Fargo coming in the left hand side as well. I have a feeling there's minigunners inside of that. I can't remember if we saw them. Just queued up there. He has a second supply now. On the left-hand side. Actually, you know what? I think Fargo's doing it. Even though it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I think he's doing it. Reznov's just not on top of the Chinook moves. And Reznov's Dozer is out of position to rebuild the power. Another Chinook goes down. There's only one Chinook now, so 3 have been killed in the last few minutes. Yeah, Reznov's micro here. Bit questionable, to say the least. Fargo's still collecting onto his supplies, untouched. I honestly feel Reznov should have been able to hold this. That the ambulance killing all them things. There was only one tank hunter you had to deal with. It was not even Vet 1 minigunners. Reznov's building a power in the bottom left, but that is it. He's got a barracks on the right. Beast coming in, but any damage done on these now is not going to be able to replace, really. Unless he squeezes some rangers out of there, which he could, and get the capture upgrade in. A few missile defenders here can crack this open. But with this bunker being occupied, yeah, that's it. GG. What a weird... what a weird game. What a weird couple of games, honestly. But yeah, 1-1 for... Well, yeah, 1-1. Just 1-1, not for anyone. Yeah, Fargo manages to equalize. Yeah, just a very, very, very strange. I feel like Reznov should have won that. Reznov should be 2-0 up, I feel. Okay, jumping into the next match. Down in the bottom left of Canyon Frost, we have Reznov with the Gillet Vanilla in the cyan color. Up in the top, or top right, we have the blue player with the China tank, which is Fargo. I reckon, without checking the bracket, who was on top of the bracket, I reckon Reznov chose Vendetta. And I reckon Fargo chose Canyon Frost. Pretty much think Fargo is living on Canyon Frost at the moment. I think GLA is the stronger army here, especially if it goes late. The GLA late game is just better. You get bounty money, you got markets, whereas like China Tank, you're not going to be making Hackers, probably. I mean, some people will. If your name is Big Size, you're going to be making hackers, and Fargo has played Size a number of times, and he does copy certain things that Size does. But I don't know if he'll be making hackers or not. If it even gets to that stage, could be a quick game. So, Reznov with quite a standard build. No terrorist on the left-hand side. I don't think even a truck could get there. Even if it wanted to, no matter where the supply was, unless you did like a proxy supply. Some people do a supply there and a truck rush down the middle. But yeah, only a terrorist on the right in case the truck rush came in there. Reznov has the right side bunker, or at least he's going to take it. Flamer from Fargo. 2 flamers from Fargo. Tech RPG straight away from Reznov and takes out a GAT. Does he get the scrap? No, he doesn't. Scrap that I came in from Fargo, but I think that was cancelled though by Reznov. I think Fargo lost the $500, which is a bit of a risk that you take with the scrap deny. Fargo just flaming that bunker down in advance. Flamer over here on the right side as well, but another tech RPG. Is that literally another tech RPG? Is that the same? Oh no, that's just an empty one. That needs to go back and repair. This one just provided a bit of harassment. It's not really going to do much. A couple of gats there will chase that away easily. Reznov is looking pretty strong here, to be fair. Technical will go down. Tech RPG comes in, picks off one of the dozers. What that actually does, even if you just get one dozer, it really makes the tank player then scared. I mean, whatever China is, it makes him then scared, because if he's got 2 dozers, he's likely to be a lot more adventurous or bold and take his third supply a lot quicker. When you've only got 1 dozer left, you're going to panic a little bit, and you're going to think, if I send it over there, could end up getting killed, could cost me the World Series. So you are more likely to make him build a CC in his base, or just keep compacted in his base. Less likely to expand. Reznov with the oil capture down in the bottom right. Yeah, quite impressed with Reznov's opener here, his build order, his defensive lines, his map control looking very decent. Was not impressed with that airplay though against the Inf. But I was impressed also with his Inf play. So there could be something to watch out for. And he does proceed. He's got a healthy amount of workers just over here. Just could do with 1 or 2 more. Establishing his tunnel by his, what would be his 3rd supply, but looks like he might even be able to grab that one. Helix out for Fargo. Thought you might pick up that red god and try and drop it over here, but yeah, that'd be a very bad idea actually. He does have some tank enters inside of here, but how many quads are out? That is the question. Tech RPG again from Reznov. He's been very efficient, smart decisions about where to engage and stuff like that. Yes, he did lose a couple of technicals. One of them was a full tech RPG. But also he's being good at hunting the occasional GAT here and there. Helix comes in, takes out the technical, but the Helix can't stay there for too long because the RPGs will cause some damage. I don't know if that GAT's going to be able to get in and kill that Ranger. I think if all them RPGs stand there and fight now and fire at the GAT, I think the GAT will get stopped. But I think if the GAT's allowed to come in here, it could hit it. Yeah, it's going to hit it. GAT still goes down regardless, though. A Stinger deployed by Reznov on the right side. Helix comes in. Can't hang around there too long. And Fargo Helix will get picked off by the quads. 92%. Stinger there did not get the money back for that. Pretty sure that got cancelled down. And Fargo really trying to push Reznov away from this area. And he needs to, because it's like effectively you got 2 supplies here. You got this and these crates. You can make 2 supplies there, and very soon that one's going to be completely dried up. Fargo grabbing himself an oil. I think he's in an okay position. I think Reznov ahead being on his palace, and he's also had that oil for longer. Wow, that is a very fully loaded bunker, and Fargo is losing some valuable stuff here. Those are 200 XP each, and he's probably going to lose the remainder here as well. Could also get the scrap here, get himself some Scorpion rockets, which will wreck this even harder. Is the targeting okay here from Reznov? I think so far so good. Yeah, very good. And he's got a Vet 3 Scorpion. Look at the XP now. Double for Reznov because of them Battlemaster kills. So yeah, it was looking kind of okay for Fargo, but all of a sudden now, maybe not so much. Fargo could also get this junk repair. Sorry, repair bay. Reznov building more tunnels. He's desperate to keep Fargo off this supply, but also he hasn't got his own third supply. Definitely feel he could push over there with that army, with the battle bus especially. Set up some tunnels and stingers here, make it a bit of a fortress. Because currently Fargo doesn't have many units heading in that direction. And Tank can't really, I don't think, split his army in two. I don't think he can have an army here and an army here fighting in two places. Because the GLA will just go all inside his tunnel and take one big fight. Lotus out now for Fargo. Fargo does have his tech repair bay. Got the artillery platform and an oil. Tech terror being prepared by Reznov. Yeah, I think this is good. Just hang around there for a second, even though you don't really want to leave your battle bus out. But Fargo might now use that time to push out. Now he sees the battle bus out. Helix coming in, but he can't get anything done. Maybe that battle bus can go inside of there now to help defend against this. But leave the quads there for the Helix. But of course, Reznov's a little bit in the dark. He can't see everything. He doesn't know if there's an army waiting here to come as well. And Fargo is desperately trying to clear this area. He really needs this supply. That 3 Scorpion there went down. Battle bus is now back in the mix. I think it's still looking okay for Reznov. Flame around the back though. You probably want to sell that supply, or at least send 1 Scorpion there or something to deal with it. Desperately think, well, not desperately, but I think definitely think Reznov needs this supply area. Is that tunnel going to get cancelled? Let's fly in for a second. Loses the $800 on that. TNT has come in already and killed the oil. That is the last dozers. That is brave from Fargo. I know some expert players that would have definitely been looking for and hunted that already. Battle bus coming in from the side. Wrecking these battle masters. Raking in even more XP. It's still about double the XP. Just slightly under double. Also, the upgrade is in play for Fargo. But there's no gap here, so if you just evac that battle bus and just evac all the RPGs, don't even need to engage with the battle bus, just literally use the RPGs from it. All of that will just be sent away. Even like 4 RPGs will probably send that away. Yeah, it needs to kill that flamer so we can set up a supply here, even if it's long distance collecting. He does have his other supply now. Third. Is Reznov getting the bounty money though? That's a good question. We've got artillery coming in for Fargo, and it's probably going to be on that bunker. I thought it might be on them tunnels, but does wipe out the bunker. And looks like Fargo is actually having some good success here. He's clearing these tunnels now and might be able to bring a dozer from all the way at the other side of the map. Fargo's also obviously level 3 because we saw the artillery. I think 2 or 3 of them trucks need to come over here now and start collecting already. Yeah, probably 3 because there's like only 2,100 left. Big pop here from Reznov. He's putting the quads a little bit too far to the front for my liking. Helix is now coming in for Fargo. Battle bus has to make a run for it, but all the army there of Reznov, all the tier 1 stuff has been wiped out, and Fargo pushing and making ground. Helix is just flying over units, giving them a bit of a heal at the moment. Quads come in and try and pick off these Helixes. Reznov with more defense over here. I think an extra supply there would be good for him. Can't remember still if he's getting the bounty money or not. I don't think he is, but he's like level 4, so he really should be. Reznov comes in now with more units. Probably still not enough quads. Maybe he just wants to go battle busters and quads now. Maybe just forget the Scorpions altogether, because the Scorpions just tend to be getting wrecked. Scorpions are getting wrecked either by the Helixes or by the Battle Masters. Not really doing a lot else. I think AP ammo quads and battle busters probably the way to go. I think getting a Jarman here, sniping that dozer, getting some power for yourself is not a bad idea either. Bunker being placed down now by Fargo on the right side. Fargo now coming in with a mine drop, probably on top of that tunnel, and that's going to be a bad mine drop because Reznov's already just popped. And now he probably can't retreat. Saying that, I think he can actually. I think he can go back, but he's actually committing to it. Is committing to it. Lotus comes in, trying to disable the battle bus. RPGs get evac, so that's still deadly for the RPGs. There is a GAT there though, but the GAT's already taken a bit of damage here to the artillery platform. Helix has come in, focusing down these RPGs a lot. GAT coming in now as well, and yeah, the RPGs are getting kind of wrecked. Nice play from Fargo. Don't know if Reznov could have played that a little bit better. I feel like he had the possibility there to win that. He's building more markets. Don't know if he has AP ammo just yet. Fargo doesn't have many units out. If you look actually here, whoa, oh, Reznov just popped right on top of the mines, and Fargo is definitely gaining ground and momentum down in this bottom right. And now with those extra supplies, he's going to get a big cash boost. Another battle bus here for Reznov. Yeah, that was a true Fargo pop, literally on some mines that you saw land there. Easy to forget though, and he is getting the bounty money. Does lose a battle bus here though. Pretty fully loaded one. Nice mix of units so far from Fargo. ECM. Battle Masters with the autoloader upgrade. Reznov might have to just camp this out. He's got 150 workers collecting the supplies over here. But yeah, I would like him at least long distance collecting from here, or if not, another supply. Fargo has an oil advantage now because that one got TNT, so he's like +1 up. But Fargo still, I suppose, doesn't have that many units, but I suppose Reznov doesn't as well, especially since he just popped them all on top of the mines. Popping a few more units here, but you don't really want to pop quads. That is a classic Fargo pop. A flamer coming in. Yeah, Reznov is struggling here. He is struggling. TNT comes in and doesn't reach its target, unfortunately, there for Reznov. The Gatling cannon defense from Fargo, very, very nice with the Helix there as well. He needs to get a dozer over there. Maybe even get mines on the Gatling would be kind of nice. That kind of needed to hit for Reznov, because otherwise he's going to be an oil behind probably for the rest of the game now, because Fargo's not going to let that happen again. He's probably going to mine that. He's probably going to repair it. Maybe even build another GAT. Maybe even build a bunker and like units on guard and stuff like that. So it's going to be difficult for Reznov to TNT that later on. He's dropping down a new defensive line of tunnels for just to the right of his base. And Fargo's momentum continues with this junk repair as well. And he's just wrecking these tunnels. Not a lot that Reznov can do against them at the moment, I don't think. Because Fargo's mixing the units nicely. He's got the loads of Battle Masters, but then also one GAT, one Flamer, plus the Helix support. So if a load of RPGs pop... I'm missing the Jarman though for Reznov, you could say. Yeah, where is the Jarman Kel? Because the Jarman Kel could have been sniping this all day long, just like picking away at it. It could have been 4 or 5 units short of that if Jarman had been picking it off. Another tunnel here. Reznov gets found. Artillery coming across the map from Fargo. Yeah, momentum definitely with Fargo. Maybe just that first game was a little bit weird from him. But yeah, from that point, he's looking pretty solid. Reznov is close to level 5 actually. He's still needs 1,000 XP, but he's getting there. But Fargo is like even more ahead. 4,700 XP for Fargo. 2 battle buses. Trying to hold off this army of Fargo. think Reznov is going to lose all of this area. Does have 3 markets back in his base. Does not have AP ammo. Fargo floating 6.8k. Got loads of mines now all over this area. That's like it had another mine drop on it, hasn't it? It's a double mine drop. Work here going to get picked off by a Battlemaster, even though with a slow way. A couple of battle busters now popped from Reznov. Thing is, those battle busters probably can't even go into the base because the Helix might hull mode them. These quads are probably just have to go inside of the tunnel. If you stay there and fight, the Battlemasters are going to wreck them. Yeah, Fargo clears this whole area. The whole army did escape. I think if you go in this heavy on quads against tank, you at least need AP ammo. He's going to try and counter-attack across the map. Might be one of the best decisions right now. He's got one of his battle busters disabled, but he's actually going to continue. Fargo's got double junk repair now, and they do stack apparently as well. So he's got, yeah, literally double junk repair. I don't know if it's like 1-for-1 junk repair, but he's getting 2 times the healing of the tech repair bay. Another mine drop comes in. It could be EMP actually. Could be EMP. Is EMP. One of the battle busters does get hull moded by the helixes. Carpet bomb comes in, but does miss the target. I think he predicted it to be a little bit further forward. Airfield was going to die anyway. But a bit of a base trade situation at the moment. Fargo is going to run into a palace, but doesn't seem that fully loaded. Reznov's still clearing up some of the base. But I think I still prefer Fargo's position, you know. Big pop here from Reznov. Still no AP ammo. Fargo is losing a bit of the base. Helix has come in, but is that a bit of a misplay? Almost lost half of the HP on a Helix. I suppose it wasn't a misplay, was it? Battle bus still killing Battlemasters. And if that CC gets up, actually, he's going to be on Anthrax bomb in a second. Helixes will probably die now. Ooh, how is that one still alive? I don't even know. But Reznov just needs like one more Battlemaster kill and he'll have Anthrax and Sneak. And Anthrax on there could be legendary for him. Yeah, look at the defense on that oil. Yeah, Reznov in a lot of trouble here. Expecting the GLA to have... I was expecting it to have a clean win. But yeah, even if he does get the win here, it's a proper struggle, isn't it? He's now got Anthrax bomb. He's now level 5. Here comes the Anthrax. And Fargo making a run for it. It is bang on top of the army. But all of these Battlemasters are very, very strong. And you still could find yourself in the back of the base with the Battlemaster still alive. A high veterancy on all of them. ECM might go down. Thing is, this Anthrax bomb is right in Reznov's base, so it's actually affecting him as well. He can't now chase these Battlemasters. Sneak attack now deployed for Reznov. This game is shaping up to be a good one. But Reznov basically sacrificing his base here. He is going for a counter-attack. Is bringing a worker. Worker runs straight into the flames, making more workers. Battle bus coming in from the side in Fargo's base. Fargo losing a lot of units in his base. More helixes. Well, actually, probably the same 2 helixes for Fargo up in the top left. But Reznov's probably about to lose the CC. Don't know if there's an angry mob or something coming out, because that would be legendary if it came out now. But I think the palace already got took out, didn't it? Mine drop on top of the army in Fargo's base. But most of the army actually escapes completely undamaged. Maybe that quad took a little bit of damage there. CC has to be sold. Reznov is completely base traded. But carpet bomb coming in, and I think Reznov is gonna lose his army there. Loses the battle bus. Loses a quad. Only has 2 Scorpions and a quad remaining, but the helixes are on the way. I think Reznov just doesn't have enough to continue right now. I think these helixes and that will just clear things up now and finish the game. Another quad does pop. I think that's the last quad. But the Battlemasters can now come in and close that down. And yeah, what does Reznov... What chance does Reznov have now? I think it's probably close to 0. Everything is getting cleared up. There is a quad in the back there. That's it. GG. Well played there to Fargo. It was looking really, really good for Reznov in the start. I think his build order was solid and everything. But yeah, for somehow, he still allowed Fargo to come right back into it. Yeah, maybe it was a lack of a 3rd expansion for a while. Probably one reason. Maybe keeping Fargo off the top oil would be another reason. The pop onto mines probably was another reason. I think a few tweaks like that, a few things fixed, and I think he would have been able to get the win. But yeah, 2-1 for Fargo. Very nice. Okay, jumping into the next, we have Reznov up in the top right with the Cyan China tank. Down at the bottom left, you have the Jelly Vanilla for the blue player, which is Fargo. Okay, Reznov changing it up. He's going for 2 supplies, but on the extremes of the map. Is this going to be a truck rush on the right-hand side? Because sometimes I've seen it, a truck rush comes from there, followed by a war factory, and then a flamer up here. Could cause some problems. There is no terrorist heading over to the right-hand side. So this truck rush actually could work amazingly. There is the terrorist here, actually. But it's not going to stop the truck. The truck's just going to go straight in. Might even get the rebel on the way. Don't know if he sees that, actually. Does he see the rebel? Does see the rebel. I think going for that could be a good idea. It's going to go inside the building, though, I suppose. Terrorist heading over to that supply. Actually, Reznov went for 3 supplies. Not 2 supplies, 2 war factories. He's not able to get the worker building the tunnel. But he is going to delay this a lot. Fargo makes a technical. He's got no veterancy on it. Maybe he's going Marauders. Or maybe he doesn't plan on making any more than 1 technical. But this truck has delayed things a little bit. And a terrorist goes down to the mines. All in all, I think that's an okay start there for Reznov. Second war factory now going up for Reznov. Flamer straight to the middle. It will spot this tunnel being built. Fargo's going to grab himself an oil. Technical straight down the middle, runs straight into the flamer, and that is a missed opportunity there from Reznov. He could have started the flame wall and would have killed the technical. Now the technical's going to get in and kill something. What's it going to be? Well, he risks the mines. It's actually just an empty technical, just to provide a bit of harassment. But yeah, missed opportunity there. The flamer could have done something. Maybe he's paying attention over here where a dozer seems to have been picked off. Fargo going to try and get himself another oil. Yeah, nicely played from Fargo, to be fair. Don't see many people bringing over a rebel in a technical and dropping it off to capture. But it's very nice. Flamer will go down, but these Gats will probably pick off the Scorpion. Fargo's on a 2 oil lead. I suppose Reznov is on a 3rd supply, though, whereas Fargo is not. But 2 trucks have been picked off there by just 1 technical. Is the tech RPG as well. Is he going to go for the scrap? I think he knows there's mines there. More trucks going to be picked off here. And yeah, losing 4 trucks. Not looking great, I think. He's looking for the mines. He knows now he can get a super tech. There's no scrap deny coming in there in the middle. Could have planted a Gatling cannon there. I suppose to stop him getting a super tech. This is why you should get a technical veterancy, because now you'd have a vetted. Technical goes for the kill on the prop. Is he going to get it? Yeah, he's out. Very bad from Fargo there. Horrendous. Because that was a game ender. You could have gone around there and killed the dozer. Could have force fired to check there was mines. You could have even just hung around at the back, killed more trucks here. That was a game ending unit there with the RPGs. Maybe he was just distracted elsewhere. But sometimes you got to know where to focus. Yes, killing these units that are harassing you and stuff is good. But also losing a super tech there that could have single-handedly probably won you the game. Fargo was ahead in XP. And all in all, he has stopped the harassment here from Reznov, to be fair. Fargo with a Scorpion, harassing these trucks. I think Reznov's just losing too many trucks. Like, he's only just remaking them there. And he's mainly attacking with Gats. Like, you're never going to push through a tunnel with just Gats. Okay, there was one Flamer, but that's now dead. So now that whole army just has to go back. Like, you can't even attack into really one tunnel with that. Because even if a few Scorpions pop, or I don't know, yeah, a couple of Scorpions and a quad or something, that's just probably just scared off by that in a tunnel. But Fargo is still harassing the supplies. That supply gets taken out. Yeah, I just don't... there's no real firepower here. One outpost is all the firepower he's got. He's bringing the Battlemaster now. Claiming they're going to get picked off. Fargo's paying attention. Battlemaster now in the mix. With 2 ECMs, you can disable some stuff, but the tank hunter's getting unloaded. Quad is actually going to chase it. Does lose its life. Reznov with this attack again, but again, the only firepower here is one Battlemaster. Against a few Scorps, is still really going to struggle. Bit of a head-on engagement. Maybe with the ECMs, maybe he can do some damage here, but I just feel like this army's just way too strong, and Reznov has to back off. He is going for a Helix. His economy isn't as great. I suppose he has killed the oils though. Another supply going up for Fargo. No palace from Fargo. He's still just on the 2 war factories. And again, he's mainly attacking with Gats. ECM, 1 Flamer, a couple of Battlemasters, but against just mass Scorpions, he's really going to struggle. These Gats and ECMs just get eaten straight away by the Scorpions. Helix is coming in. There's only 3 quads, but one of them is highly vetted. Helix is just running to his death. And I think that is over. I think Fargo's already won the game. Maybe you could argue when he already got 2 oils, maybe that was already over from that point. But from this point, every single tank here of Reznov is getting cleared. And Reznov has been defeated. 3-1. Yeah, Fargo taking a major lead here. Only needs 3 more to win. Reznov needs to find 5 wins. Okay, jump into the next one. We're now on Snowy Drought. Down in the south, we have the Scion player with Agility Demolition, which is Reznov. Up in the north, we have, whoa, Air Force again, making another appearance. We have the Fargo with the blue, with the USA Air Force in the north position. So yeah, I think you're heavily favouring Air Force here, and I think you're kind of happy with that as Fargo. You're going to make it likely 4-1 here. The stronger army, you would say. And then you will have to play with a weaker army, which I think is Demo. However, I think even if it is a 1-1 matchup, you're happy with that because you're edging closer and closer to your 6 needed wins. War Factory and an airfield is going to be the builder of choice from Fargo. I think it's kind of good actually, because if there's a King Raptor out, it's highly likely there's going to be a TNT from the Demo. It's like pretty much the only strength of Demo in the early game is that your terrorists are stronger than like Stealth and Gillet.
Just get me in close.
First V is out from Fargo. Going to head down the left-hand side. It probably will get a few workers actually, or at least provide a good bit of harassment. Reznov actually gone straight for a quad. Okay. King Raptor is out. And he is going to go and reveal himself on the quad. Quad severely damaged. But the V's not chasing it for some reason. Is he just going to let the King Raptor finish it? I don't know why you wouldn't just click on it with a V. Kind of weird to me. But Reznov's not collecting on any workers here. I think I can see the way this set is going. I think I can. I mean, if it'd have opened, I would have opened a TNT, but then it would have been wrecked by a King Raptor, to be fair. But just opening with one quad down the right. I think it's hard regardless. If the guy opens with an airfield and a war factory, it's hard regardless. I suppose what that does do is leave the dozer, or both dozers in the base, not going for drops or killing workers out in the open. So what you could have done was like a really aggressive tunnels all over the place. Yeah, King Raptor's really wrecking things now for Fargo, and I think Fargo's in his rhythm now as well, got his confidence. Will he at some point get overconfident though? End up throwing some games. I find Reznov, the longer you play him, or if he loses a few, he will find his like second wind and he will come out full force. So maybe he's still got a good chance here, but it's currently looking pretty positive for Fargo. Look at the amount of stuff killed by Reznov. It's very little, but it is imbalanced, so you kind of expect an air to win here, I think. Reznov is on the third supply. That's one of his main advantages here. He's going for rebels now to try and capture his oil and his refinery. V's now out for Fargo. Could close that tunnel down pretty easily. It's all looking positive. A big quad pop here. Does lose one quad though. Doesn't kill any V's. King Raptor's on the right hand side, clear another tunnel. And before you know it, them V's are going to be running around here and causing all kinds of problems. Because then you've got such a big surface area where they can attack. They can attack here. They can attack here. They can attack here. And suddenly you've got to have tunnels everywhere. It's better when you've got choke points. You drop 1 or 2 tunnels and the whole area is blocked off. But yeah, 4 King Raptors out now. V's for Fargo. Killing the supply. King Raptors come in. 1 King Raptor for 2 quads I think is good for the Air Force. Because the next wave will wreck them. Reznov trying to expand to a 4th. That's going to be shut down by the V's. Maybe a little bit ambitious with the V's being right there. Fargo does have the tow upgrades. These V's are even a little bit stronger. Fargo's not inside of that building. Nice King Raptors again. Hit the tunnels. He's raking in the XP. Just look at the XP difference. Absolutely insane. This shows the efficiency of the Air Force, doesn't it? Especially opening like an airfield first. Yeah, looking very, very nice here for Fargo.
Search and destroy.
Search and destroy deployed. Beacon straight on top of it by Reznov. Palace gets killed, still like 50%. Massive blow there for Reznov again. And that XP doesn't even add to Fargo's already existing XP. TNT comes in the 5 ace, that's nice. There is a Comanche out. Comanche does make a run for it though. These have killed the oils and refinery. Fargo's trying to defend these V's in his base. Defend the quads in his base. Even with just them V's though, never mind the King Raptors, those quads will get wrecked. Harpy Bomb comes in, even kills the terrorist there. And that is not looking good for Reznov. King Raptors are still clearing tunnels. Yeah, it's pretty flawless to be honest from Fargo. Apart from like some really aggressive tunnels, like on all the flanks, can't really see many ways the demo's going to win that. It was pretty solid for the Air Force. 4-1 for Fargo. Okay, jumping into the next one. We have Reznov up in the north with the USA Air Force in the cyan color. Down in the south, we have Fargo with the blue gilet demolition. So yeah, interested to see how this will play out differently. Will Reznov just copy what Fargo just did? I think it looked pretty solid. I think on a longish map like this, where you've got actually time to get that King Raptor out and hit the technical. Difference is here that drone's going to get found by the tunnel. I don't know if that happened in the previous game. But Fargo does have these 3 aggressive workers, which is what I was thinking. I thought that one might go a little bit further forward though. Somewhere around here. The one on the right is looking pretty aggressive, and the one on the left is looking pretty aggressive. Terrorist on both supplies, just in case of any dozer drop. And Reznov is going straight for a Comanche build by the looks of things. Is this going to backfire? I think it's more risky than what we just saw. There's some fast aggression in the beginning. Going to be a TNT from Fargo. Which tunnel will he pop from? Could be the middle one. Don't know if that TNT is going to be stopped in time, so it could be a fast TNT on this supply. Comanches are out. It depends if this technical gets stopped or not from actually hitting his target. Looks like it will get stopped. Ooh. That was close, man. That was close. Only one more terrorist needed to hit, and that supply would have been taken down. Comanche's now out. Are they going to see this worker? If they stop that worker, he's in a good position. But if he lets that worker finish and the quad start harassing here, it can be bad. Comanche's heading over to the left-hand side. Killing the quad. Does get the quad. Starts focusing down the workers, but is he going to kill that worker, though? Builds a 99% tunnel, but gets stopped. And Fargo's workers are all getting cancelled. Yeah, this could be very bad for Fargo, actually. I lost all them workers. Shame didn't get that tunnel up. Didn't know if the target in there was going to be on point for Reznov. I think so far, so good. He does have the stealth upgrade now. Yeah, that would have been a nice position. A big quad RPG pop from Fargo over on this left-hand side. Is Reznov going to just choose to fight that, or is he going to go in for a base trade or harassment behind it or something? It looks like he might want to fight. It has got a lot of Comanches out, and the Chinook's also coming in. Comanches wrecking the quads. Chinook's so far so good with the micro. Loses one Comanche. Loses one Comanche for that big push. I think you'll probably take that as Fargo, and Fargo just quits. I think that was a bit of a rage quit there, probably. I wonder if he said GG. And 4-2. Is Reznov going to be able to bring this back? Like I said, I thought that was a 1-1 matchup, but Reznov won with a different build order there. Yeah, just shows how strong Air Force is, to be honest. Let's just cut to the chase. Air Force is just overpowered. Okay, jumping into the next one. We have Reznov now up in the top right of Dranan Desert. He's playing with a Cyan China Vanilla. That's not what you want. But what's he against? He's against Stealth. That's not what you want. 1-1 matchups now really favour Fargo. Down at the bottom left, we've got the Gilly Stealth for the blue player, which is Fargo. Yeah, you're expecting Stealth to win here, which then puts Fargo only one game away from victory. So Reznov really needs to win this. Reznov really does. Just to equalize now, to not leave it down to Fargo just being one game away from the next round. Truck rush from Reznov. Reznov is going for 3 supplies. Truck rush is going to run straight into a terrorist, though. Not dead, but will he be able to get in? He's really trying to get in, but I don't think he can. The terrorist is going to force fire. Yeah, it just kills the truck. Not the ideal start there. Will the technical just head over there and straight away get the scrap? Will he do that or not? He could pop from here now. Ooh, does get it. There is a hijacker out from Fargo as well. Could have got that gap, but I think whatever next unit you've got as Fargo, you can clear that out. But Gat is going to kill some workers, actually. Maybe focusing on that gap first would have been the best thing to do. Tank RPG coming in. We thought about going for the dozer, but he's also scared of mines. Hijacker runs into mines, so a little bit of success there for Reznov, actually. Yeah, killing all the workers. Hijacker dead to the mines. This is exactly what you want. That tech RPG could kill one gat, but there's two gats moving in. Worker there's going to be stopped. I think that's actually okay, you know, for Reznov, because he's killed all the workers and he's on 3 supplies himself. Some scrap there going to be gained by Fargo. Let's just see. He does have the capture upgrade. Yeah, very, very tense situation. I think Reznov is playing pretty good here, as good as he can. Tunnel gets stopped and killed. Needs to be careful that tower doesn't fall on him. Tentacle drops off another worker. I don't know if that worker was there already. Tentacle trying to come in. Is he going to try and go for the dozer hunt? I think he's a bit scared of mines, even though there's no mines there. But Fargo could have had this oil ages ago, actually. They should get another rebel there. But Gats once again making its way into Fargo's base. That two flamers there could kill that tunnel. But Fargo's going to get one oil at least down in the bottom right. This Gat here can get inside and kill the workers. Actually looking pretty okay, I think, for Reznov. It's just this oil situation. If he allows Fargo to get both oils, all of this damage could just be counteracted. But is he going to get a super tech? He can get a super tech. Ooh, he's at very low HP and he's flaming his own Gat. Scrap denied came in, but there is still some scrap there. Fargo has 1 oil so far. Is he going to bring the other rebel? I think he's so distracted everywhere else that he's just not remembering to bring these rebels. Actually, he has 2 still down in the bottom right. Tentacle is looking to get that scrap, but might not be able to get it. Get more Gats moving in and a flamer now. Fargo tried to get in the middle oil. It's going to get denied. Supply does go down. So Fargo's on like 1 oil, 1 supply. Still got the stronger army, and he's still got annoying tunnels in places. But Lotus does get an oil, but she gets killed then by the grenade tech, and she gets a Vet 3 technical for that. But there is a flamer right here. Is Fargo going to lose his war factory? It's certainly looking at risk, isn't it? That worker's trying to build a tunnel, but if that flame wall just starts now, that worker's not going to finish it. Is he going to start the flame wall? Is he going to start the flame wall? Whoa, just starts it in time. And I think he might have won the game. He might have won the game. This is his way back into it. This is this is Reznov's way back into it. A technical round the back for Fargo. He's killing some trucks. He could get himself a super tech here. There's mines all over the place. He gets himself a super tech. Wow, that could be a massive game changer. Fargo's losing his entire base. I mean, a super tech's alright, but if you don't have any base, that's kind of an issue. Yeah, this war factory is like dying to go down. Flamer just has to go there and begin a flame wall, and that's it. And then does need to be careful of the super tech. Super tech's coming in after the flamer. Gats move in to try and defend it. Flamer does not get the flame wall off. I think Reznov just hung around a little bit too long there. And all of these Gats now might get wiped out. Does Reznov need to transition and change into something else? There is still a tunnel here that hasn't been detected. Super tech coming in. Just shows you how powerful these super techs are. It could literally wreck tons of Gats and then just go back and repair. But it does all hinge on that super tech at the moment. Fargo's defense really does. To see how fast it wrecks things is absolutely disgusting. Oh no, he's going to flame all his own stuff. But you could argue he's going to die anyway to this super tech. Could that have been denied? Could there have been a scrap denied there? Probably. Fargo's now getting another oil. Yeah, it was looking really good for Reznov, but all of a sudden now with the super tech in play, not so much anymore. Where is the Lotus? Lotus is here. Flamer over on the left-hand side. Will he be able to get in with that flamer and do something? It's all that super tech that has brought Fargo back into it. Literally that super tech. If it gets disabled by an ECM, maybe. But, I mean, even if that super tech dies now, I think it's probably still looking bad for Reznov, just because Fargo's allowed that time now to get more oils and a load of quads out. This flamer, though, could make all the difference. He's going to go a bit too close to this tunnel, but that flamer could make the difference. Fargo's still paying attention over here. Reznov's going to try and get himself another oil. Could Fargo work a hunted? No. That's a nice flame wall, because you could get the war factory there as well. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent, that flame wall. But still, this super tech is a major problem. Where is the super tech? Super tech's back here now. War factory does go down. Supply's still alive, though. Needs to turn that flame wall, man. Does turn the flame wall. Does get the supply. Does get it. With the ECMs now, you might be able to laser lock... disable the... Disable the super tech. 95% tunnel stopped over on the right side. Quad's going to wreck this oil, but this oil already still in play. Fargo trying to remake his supply. Reznov floating 5k. Again, he's attacking with GATs into tunnels. What do you expect to happen? I think based on that, he deserves to lose this now. He's done it. He did it through the tank game, and he's doing it here now. Attacking with GATs ECM into tunnels. He's building an internet center. Oh man, he's building an internet center. That's a mistake, because you and I are the hotkeys, and it's so easy to press I by mistake when you mean to press U. And he's built an internet center, but usually if you press I by mistake, you realize straight away because it's a different shaped building. But that's it now. He's messed up. 2.5k. I think he had some kind of mental issue there. Some kind of mental block or something. Building an internet center, attacking the GATS ECM into tunnel. I think he might be heading out of the World Series. I mean, Fargo still needs another one after this, but Reznov really could have won this, I think. Just all that super tech. It's literally that super tech. If you could click on it like StarCraft 2 and just see how many units it's killed, or the value of the units it's killed, it'd probably be like 10, 15k or something stupid. Yeah, there's another 1k. I think Reznov's lost it now. I don't know if he can come back from that, honestly. He still has a bit of a decent army, but he's only always been picked off. He's got no chance of clearing these two oils anytime soon. Fargo's expanding to a third. He's had to build an internet center and then just cancel it. This super tech is just insane. It's so problematic for the China. Maybe he needed mix. When he was having all that success with the early aggression, maybe he needed to transition into mix. One thing for Fargo, yeah, he's getting the bounty money actually, so he has placed a CC. I think that's honestly already over now. Stealth's in too much of a strong position. There's a load of quads here, getting disabled by GATs, but again he's running GATs ECMs just into stealth tunnels. Maybe GATs outpost ECM? Or GATs outpost, GATs ECM mix? Yeah, I think that is over. Carpet bomber coming in over on the left hand side. Yeah, might kill a load of workers. Artillery heading over there as well. But these two oils have just been in play for the whole game. The economy just isn't with Reznov. Okay, that supply does get taken out, but it's still stealth on two oils. He's got tunnels all over the map. Reznov's base getting picked apart by still this same super technical. And that is GG. Yeah, he let him get a super tech, and that ended the game. Same as a lot of GLAs versus China games go. If you let him get a super tech, usually that's GG, no matter what the China is, whether it's nuke or tank. I mean, sometimes it might be easier as nuke or tank to stop it, but if you're China vanilla and there's a super tech running around, especially Vet 3, very, very difficult indeed. It's a 5-2 there for Fargo. Okay, jumping into the next one. Potentially the last game if Fargo is able to win here as well with the China vanilla. Will be a tough ask. Where's the GLA stealth player down in the bottom left with the cyan color is Reznov. And then up in the top right we have Fargo with the blue China vanilla. So supply in the middle for the China once again. Expecting there might be a truck rush. Straight into a war factory for Fargo. Is he going to go for the 3 supply build? He is, but the difference is Reznov expanded that one first and then this one after. Whereas Fargo's prioritizing that one on the right. Fargo with the beacon on the tunnel. But is that worker going to get killed? He risks going too close, but why did that terrorist back off there? Maybe he backed off because he actually wants to kill these trucks, but there's going to be probably get out next. I'm pretty sure he could have killed that truck, but at least that worker might finish that. The truck is going to find itself all the way into the base and kill probably some workers, or maybe not, maybe just delayed a mining. I mean, delayed mining is still bad. Terrorist there did get picked off in the end. Yeah, I think that terrorist should have hit the truck, honestly. Even if he lost the worker, should have still killed the truck, because this truck just messed him up so much. It's just slowing him down. Even though all the workers have been moved, look at how long they have not been collecting for. And he's just so slowed down. Now this Gat can get in and cause some damage. But that Gat might be the next target for Reznov, actually. Did he get Vet 2 technical there? I think he did. Yeah, he did. Evac's a little bit too early, and this Gat is actually going to make his way into the worker line. Reznov going to lose more mining time, maybe even a worker. Technical wants to go in and cause some damage of its own, but there is a Gat there. There's mines being deployed from Fargo. Tech RPG eventually does get it. Scrap the Night comes in. TNT from Reznov. It's the war factory, but there are mines on the back supply as well. There's mines on every supply. Often seeing Fargo do this, you know. Especially on like maps like Vendetta and on this map. Proxy war factory. And then he'll spam flamers like into the base. It might get in and cause some damage. Reznov's going to find it now, though. He's got a worker there. Is he just going to send that technical back? Ooh, he's going for the dozer. Does get the dozer. Now he knows, he must know the last one's over here. He must know that. Reznov does find the dozer. Is he going to send the technical over there? He's going for the trucks currently, but there is a flamer heading into the base. There are quads right here, though, so has Reznov seen it? Why has he wasted his technical? Oh, man. Why would you waste that? That literally could have ended the game. Is the dozer dead anyway? Where's the dozer? Dozer's here. Flamers making their way into the base, but Reznov's so far holding. I think that flamer will go down as well, pretty sure. RPGs here will get picked off by the Gat. It's actually not firing. Reznov's got another technical out, but he's not pushing this position. He knows there's a war factory there because he scouted it with a worker. Yeah, he's picked off one dozer, so he needs to be finding that now. A load of RPGs pop, and actually that dozer's doomed. I think it is doomed. Is there a super tech anyway? Yeah, he gets a super tech anyway. And there's a tunnel in the base. Yeah, it's looking like GG. I think Reznov is going to make it 5-3 here. He just needs a balanced matchup now, and he can make it a 1-1, and then he can bring it back to a 5-5 decider. Hijacker is on the way. Does Fargo know about this? There is a rebel on the bike headed up to the top left. Ooh, he gets it. There is mines, though. Fargo sells it. Don't know if he should have sold that, honestly, because there's a chance that Reznov might have turned and hit the mines more. He just doesn't want to give the XP, maybe. That's like... He's only got 2 war factories. That was one of them. think I would have risked it, honestly. Screw the XP, you needed to keep it. Super Tech running around trying to get some damage done. Difference is it's only Vet 1. Tech RPG, it's an outpost. Any units that are getting picked off here can only be replaced by a single war factory. A lot of flame is moving out, but Fargo's losing the back of his base. And I think he's going to lose that power plant next. And then he's going to be producing just on the one war factory, no power. Super Tech again is probably going to be the game ender. Yeah, nicely played here from Reznov. I could say more decisive with the stealth. But yeah, that aggressive dozer from Fargo kind of backfired, and Reznov makes it 5-3. Well played. Okay, jumping into the next, we have the GLA Tox for the Cyan player up in the north, which is Reznov. Down in the south, this will be good news for Reznov. This will be good news for him because this is winnable both ways. We got the GLA Vanilla or the blue player, that is Fargo. This is his way back into this set because, yeah, GLA against Tox, winnable both ways. Reznov's got a bit of experience on this map. I actually played him in a few sets on this map several times over the last couple of weeks, so I know he can play it. I know he's familiar with it. It's fresh in his mind. But Fargo's pretty good in my opinion, in his GLA mirrors. He is pretty good, and he's got a nice box going on his supplies there. He's gone for a double barracks. Reznov has gone for a single barracks. Fargo abandons this tunnel here in the middle, maybe realizing that bunker might start firing on it or something, or more likely he's short of cash for building enough rebels, 2 supplies, and the first technical to be rushed out as well. Probably that's a more likely scenario, because otherwise I think he could have got inside of that and started repairing it and even fired and probably won the battle against that. Maybe. Okay, Fargo straight down the middle with the technical. Pretty sure it'll be an empty one. Just going to try and delay the oils. Tech does run into a bunch of RPGs. And so far, so good. First blood there for Reznov. Remember, Reznov is fighting for his tournament survival now. Fargo just needs one more to win. Fargo with a fast expansion over on the left-hand side with a tunnel there. At least gain some control. Technical on the base of Reznov. Going to kill some workers. Reznov might gain an oil advantage here, though. Technical taking heavy damage there. Fargo, I think it's going to go down as well. It's moving slowly now because it is badly damaged. Reznov only on 2 oils, though, whereas Fargo is on all 3. And Fargo also hasn't been harassed down on this bottom left supply. And Fargo is also quicker with his refinery capture as well. Fast expansion over on the right side for Reznov. So Reznov's going to be on +1 oil when he gets his other one there. But he is slow getting that other one. Tech RPG here from Reznov. I think if he actually brought like some RPGs and started building a tunnel back there, it could be very problematic. Is that a Tech RPG? No, it's just a distraction actually. But yeah, imagine if he brought a Tech RPG with a Rebel, got inside of that building, and then started building a tunnel behind it. Caused so many problems there for Fargo. Here's the Tech RPG. A lot of toxin shells everywhere. Technical in the back here for Fargo. He's probably going to get vetted from killing that rebel, isn't it? Yeah, I guess himself vetted, so now it becomes more of a problem because it's going to heal now. But Reznov's bringing in his Tech RPG as well. Fargo trying to kill that oil in the middle. I think Fargo is in the short term going to be ahead because he's going to have that supply and that supply, whereas Reznov only has this right side supply. Yes, he does have this oil, but I think I value a full supply in the short term against an oil. Palace being built by Reznov. Palace is not on the way actually for Fargo. Both players do have their refinery. Fargo has his artillery platform as well, but Reznov does not. Reznov still has this middle oil. Also collecting on the right side, and there's no workers currently collecting for Fargo over on the left. Reznov's actually ahead in XP. I think he does have a stronger army here with the Tox, at least again in the short term. Artillery platform belonging to Reznov. Yeah, as it approaches the later game and the cheaper buggies for GLA Vanilla, like $900 versus like, is it 1,000 or 1,100 for Tox? Is it 1,000? Can't remember now. Bit of a push though for Reznov on the right side. He does have a lot of Scorpions. He's going to kill the RPGs first of all from Fargo. Is Fargo going to counterattack somewhere? Does have that tunnel. It has been stopped. I think Reznov is looking pretty strong here. Middle oil is going to be lost though. But his whole right side is probably going to get cleared, but Fargo's still collecting on the left. Maybe Reznov could even drop down another supply and start collecting that before he gets kicked off it again. Yeah, middle oil has gone down. Wonder if there's going to be any TNTs on the oils. Palace still building. Do we have a market on the way? I don't know. Reznov looking quite defensive in his base. He realizes that there's some forward tunnels here, but I think it'd be, rather than dropping down all these defensive tunnels, it'd be better just to clear that church or tower or whatever it is. Build a tunnel there rather than dropping down all these defensive tunnels. Battle bus is now out for Reznov. He's still massively ahead in XP. Now over 1,000 XP. As Fargo is not even over 500 yet. Nice technical harassing from Fargo. He's been very good at the harassing technicals all the way through. Another supply will go up for Reznov. TNT from Fargo. But the problem is, he didn't bring enough terrorists, or he's already lost one. That'll now be repaired. Reznov needs to get on more workers here, because that one's idle. He's only collecting on one worker on his main. Big attack from Reznov on the right side. But the battle bus goes down to the hole. He does have the gamma upgrade. TNT from Fargo once again. This time does get an oil. Still only collecting on one worker though, Reznov on his main. It's very bad. It needs to be collecting on more than that. It's a bigger, dangerous attack here for Reznov on the right side. Is Fargo going to be able to hold this? This bunker seems quite fully loaded. Reznov, is he getting the bounty money? Because he is over level 3 now. And looking like Reznov might kill one oil at least here. Fargo's already on the buggies though. Reznov continues to push deeper into the base. Tunnel's getting wrecked. Reznov on loads of XP now. Desperately needs to get that bounty money coming in. And you could argue that battle bus maybe even needs to charge these tunnels here and just take out these buggies, because so far these Scorpions kind of getting wrecked by the buggies. Scorpions pushing deeper though, and Fargo not moving his buggies at all. It cost him the game that. Not moving the buggies at all. Reznov still needs to focus him down though. John Mankel comes in, snipes the battle bus. There's another TNT on another oil. I am just confused, you know, where the black market is. There should have been a black market ages ago. 2 oils have also been killed at Fargo though, so it's actually even in terms of the oil kills. Yeah, Fargo's already on markets and he's got worker shoes. Reznov's still collecting on one worker on his main. I think these are mistakes that you can't really make, honestly, in a World Series. If he'd have been collecting on his workers the whole time, if he'd have built that CC when he had 1500 XP, and if he'd have got worker shoes out, I would be saying he'd be in a much better position than he is currently. Yeah, I think those are too many mistakes if you add those 3 things together. I mean, not getting worker shoes is like totally unforgivable. Favorite upgrade in the game. Another technical from Fargo. Is that going to be a TNT on the artillery platform? No, it's just going to be a TNT on the oil. So far has got through without taking any damage, basically. Is he now going to get the oil? Don't tell me he's going to get the oil. He does. What a TNT there from Fargo. Very, very well played. Got past loads of tunnels, artillery platform, past the Scorpion, and still got the hit next to a toxin tunnel. Reznov now going to push left, though. Wants to try and clear this position. Just imagine if Reznov had also fought for this in the beginning, like done a tunnel of his own. It's like he kind of gave it to Fargo. Not even sure where I just heard a demo trap. Reznov now getting the XP. Sorry, the bounty money. Don't know if Fargo is, though. This is quite a beefy army for Reznov. It's just against the buggies of Fargo. Fargo can slowly chip away at this. Ooh. Nice Jarman snipe there from Fargo. Snipes the battle bus and then snipes the enemy Jarman in the back as well. Is Reznov going to be able to clear this position? He's bringing through another battle bus. But that Jarman's probably on cooldown. Wants to probably snipe this next battle bus. But Reznov is just being relentless with this pressure of the Scorpions. Really wants to clear this position. Battle bus comes in for another hit. Gets sniped again though by the Jarman. Gets reoccupied. The battle bus is the last tunnel here going to get cleared. And then Fargo will find it very hard to reinforce that position then. Reznov's still got his refinery, but he's on no oils. But he does have 2 additional supplies over on the right that Fargo does not have. Rebel ambush now from Reznov. He's loads ahead in terms of XP, but both are technically level 4. Reznov continues to push, mainly with Scorpions. And yeah, really clearing back these tunnels. So I think Fargo might be ahead with an oil. Scudstorm, few markets here and there. But Reznov is ahead in XP and supplies over on the right side. Fargo a few times now sending his buggies too far to the front line. Reznov does have the middle building, so all his vehicles are getting junk repair for free. Vet 3 Jarman, not to be confused with the Vet 3 Jarman on the bike. Does he take 2 shots now from Jarman? If they both scan each other and they have a 1v1 and shoot each other at the same time, or let's say his shoots first, does he win the battle still because he's Vet 3? Or is that only Pathfinders that take 2 shots then to kill him? I can't remember now. I think a Pathfinder will take 2 shots to kill him now. Terrorist from Fargo, okay. Not quite sure how that's made its way there, but Jarman can see it, but he's not doing anything about it. He's going to run into a tunnel though. Is that Jarman going to turn around and fight? Yeah, it is. Jarman remains alive for Fargo. He's going to heal as well. But Reznov has expanded to another supply now, so although his oils all got killed, he does have this left supply now with loads of workers there as well. Yeah, remember, Reznov can't lose this. He's going crazy now. This is his all-in. This is giving everything he's got. Scudstorm is now out. Load of buggies out now for Reznov. He is now finally collecting on his main. I suppose the thing is, when Fargo's mine's out, Reznov will still probably have loads left to go. But again, these Scorpions, a lot of the time they're just kind of the meat grinder because, or just like the meat shield is probably the better way to describe it, because the buggies just tend to rip them apart. But that gives the time then for the battle bus to come in, or the Reznov buggies or whatever. That'll be a nice quad cannon, you know, down the left hand side there. You kill loads of workers there for free. No AP ammo, but doesn't matter. Yeah, a lot of workers there being killed. Only one survives, and that happens to be the one that's not collecting. Over on the right side, Reznov could sell that supply. Scudstorm now being built by Reznov. It's got 3 markets. 4th one being built. It is a fake. Has this building still. If he can kick Fargo off this supply, he's in a good position, I still think. Anthrax bomb coming in. Cuts off the production. At the same time, there is a sneak from Reznov. Big pop, loads of buggies, and a gamma bus. Is he just going to focus here on the markets and then make a run for it? I think he needs to make a run for it right now. Did get 1 market for it, but arguably could have got a little bit more done, maybe. I think even if you did a sneak there, with the Anthrax there and then a sneak there, killing that oil would have more value, because like oil's like worth 1.6 markets, whereas he only killed 1 market with that thing. But yeah, he wanted to kill 2, I suppose. Well, Rebel ambush directly on top of the Fargo buggies here. That was a big hit, and also the battle bus there for Fargo went down as well. Buggies versus buggies engagement. Fargo taking out several of Reznov's, but only 1 remaining there for Fargo. Reznov does not want to go out of the World Series. That is very clear. That is very, very clear. Stinger sight here. Goes down. Reznov still collecting. Fargo bringing in his reinforcements to try and defend this. I think Fargo stopped on the black market production. Yeah, Fargo's going to be level 5 now as well. Oh, no, he hasn't killed it. He's going to do it, though. Does kill it. Fargo's level 5, and his Scud Storm's going to fire in 2 minutes. Some pretty good advantages that he's got now. The right side's mined out. He's still got an oil advantage. But currently is a supply down, though, because these workers are still collecting, but probably going to get harassed any second now. Reznov's on like 5k. Could drop down another Scud Storm. But actually, yeah, there is 2 Scud Storms coming. Big pop there from Reznov. Fargo so far with a little bit better buggy control, I think. That supply is going to be forced to be sold, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But Fargo runs into his own Anthrax bomb, of course. So Fargo Anthrax has to make an appearance in the game at some point. Sneak attack there from Reznov once again. It's going to try... Oh, Fargo just sells him outright. Okay. Did not expect that. I thought he would leave him and then use that time while they're being hit to actually pop from there. So that's actually quite successful in itself, really. You know what could be super deadly? If he'd have done that then and then popped like 3 gamma buses and just headed over here. That could have been absolutely monstrous. Fargo established himself on this supply over on the left hand side. It's still like 9.5k. 2 Scuds up for Reznov. Actually, 3rd one being built. Yeah, Scudstorm ready for Fargo. Where's he going to hit, though? Does he remember which one's first? Even I'm struggling to remember which one was first. I think it was that one. But he hasn't been beaconing, though. Scudstorm does fire for Fargo. It's actually going to be on the main base. It's going to be on the palace and the production. That's a bad place for a palace, really, when you think about it. Because there, you're going to wreck the production with the Anthrax that gets that remains after. But also, you're going to kill the palace, which takes away the buggies. Fargo was floating a bit of cash there. I think he just built another Scud. Yeah, he's built another Scud down at the bottom right. What the hell's happened there, though? Sneak attack from Fargo. A bit of a pop there from Reznov. Damages the sneak a lot. Reznov force fires the ground. He should be able to clear that. Needs to force fire it probably more in the middle. But yeah, Palace needs to be rebuilt by Reznov. Is it already getting rebuilt? Currently not. He does have 3 Scud Storms. So maybe he can afford to actually sit back on this, but he's still got to kill that oil. Big buggy pop here from Fargo. And Reznov's going to get pushed back, and I think these markets are now in danger. Is the Rebel ambush going to be ready to save the day? And is his Anthrax off cooldown? Because we've seen another sneak attack, but we haven't seen another Anthrax. But Anthrax takes like 5 or 6 minutes off cooldown. I think it's 5. John McKell maybe getting a little bit too close to the Rebels here. Does move back though. Snipes them all in the end. Fargo still collecting now on this left-hand side. Yeah, Reznov losing valuable ground here, but he just needs to hold, really, until he can fire these 3 Scud Storms, because 2 are going to fire before Fargo's. Big pop here from Reznov over on the left-hand side. Jean Michel still in play for Fargo. His Jean Michel play throughout most games is better than most people's. But especially here, I can't think of any time where Reznov's engagement, or Reznov's Jarman, has actually won an engagement against Fargo's. Cannot think. Fargo continuing to press, might kill a buggy here, but there's another sneak attack from Reznov. Big pop, and it's a load of Scorpions. He has to make Scorpions really and make something happen, because his Palace was killed for so long. Palace is being rebuilt on the right. But maybe Fargo is gaining too much ground here. Fargo is about to take a Scud Storm in the face. And it's going to be on the main base. I still don't really understand why that oil hasn't been killed. It's going to hit the production. Just going to slow things down for Fargo. But Palace is still in play. So if that gets cleared, you can still make buggies. But Reznov might be able to use this now. To chip away at the units of Fargo. It'll take him a while to replace the units that get lost. And Reznov might use that opportunity to push these tunnels back and fire his next Scud, which is going to fire in a second. But does he remember about this oil? Does he remember about that oil?
We can now use our Scud Storm. A warrior has fallen.
Is pushing Fargo back. Scud Storm fires for Reznov. It is on the next arms dealer, Fargo. Okay. Yeah, it's on the next arms dealer. Both players don't have the most insane markets in the world. Insane numbers. Fargo only on a fake arms dealer at the moment. Building another real one over on the right side. But maybe Reznov just has enough ground units here to push Fargo right back, because how many units has Fargo got inside his tunnel? 0. Yeah, he's got 0. And Anthrax bomb. Little bit overkill, Reznov. Little bit overkill. Still don't understand why that's not dead, honestly. I think that was a bit of a waste of an Anthrax, honestly. But Reznov is now using this opportunity. He knows Fargo doesn't have many units out. And he is pushing Fargo back. Fargo's got a Scud Storm ready to fire in 28 seconds. I don't know when the last time was we saw Rebel Ambush. Anthrax bomb coming in from Fargo, and that could wreck all of these buggies. All the buggies making a run for it. Some of them get damaged, one of them goes down. The battle bus is going to continue its rampage in. Is he finally going to get that oil? He is standing in the Anthrax maybe a little bit too long here. Arms dealer going to get killed though. Fargo creeping forward with workers. Sneak attack in the back is going to get 2. Oh, there's a big pop from Fargo. Yeah, you can't use that now. I still don't understand why it's not been here, honestly. Could have got 2 radar vans there, which could have been annoying. Fargo's got a Jarman in Reznov space. Where is the Scud? Scud's going to hit here. And Scud's going to hit here. I mean, if you look at the bases now, it actually looks like Reznov's got more. It does actually look like Reznov's got more, because all of this has just been taken away. But Fargo's still got an oil there. Sneak attack in the back of the base. Is a bit of stuff here, but I think Reznov has the long-range units advantage, and that Rebel Ambush is deadly. Wipes out the sneak. That could be GG. That's a lot of units just killed. And look at the veterancy there on the Rebels. That's not a stealthed worker, no. It's just a regular worker building a tunnel right in Reznov's face. Slash base. But Reznov currently not interested. John McKell sniping the workers. Yeah, Reznov gonna need to do something about that. 3 scuds each. Is Reznov gonna lose his scuds here because of this? Just let this silly worker get up. He's just literally just gone in the base and built a tunnel. Fargo's even gonna try and occupy this building. Reznov really needs to work now to clear this. It would have been much simpler just to stop that worker. Would have been much simpler. He needs to get a worker over here and start repairing it. Is that a bomb truck? It's just the Scorpion. Has to sell 1 scud. Oh man, at least he's going to get 2.5k back from that. But it is a painful thing to do. At this stage in the game, he had the momentum there a little bit. But yeah, this tunnel has really changed things a lot. But Reznov's just forgotten completely about 1 oil. And I think if he goes on to lose this, this is just the main thing. Can't just leave the opponent on a 1 oil advantage for the entire game. Reznov trying to clear this position. He's going to lose a market here, though, I think. Market does get cleared. Scud Storm fires for Fargo. Where is that going to be? It looks like on the production. Buggies won't know where to go now, and if they go here, that's it. Oh, man, that's going to be painful. Yeah, baby, that's it. That's GG. That's GG. That was a legendary shot there from Fargo. Reznov could have won this at so many different opportunities, namely by killing that oil, by not letting that tunnel up. Just a few little errors here that you just can't be making in the World Series. He didn't get his CC until late. He was collecting on 1 worker for ages. Yeah, I can't remember. There was one other thing I said. I can't remember exactly what that was, but this was definitely winnable by Reznov. But I mean, under pressure, you're going to make mistakes, but that's looking like GG now. I don't think you can come back from that. To be fair, it's nice survival. It is nice survival from Fargo. Scudstorm is ready. Reznov is even building another Scud, okay. Think you need units now, Reznov. Think you might need some units. You literally just been army wiped out. Think cancelling that and making some units would not be a bad idea. He does have a Scud ready to fire now. Fargo doesn't have the most insane economy. He's got like what, 1, 2, 3 markets? But he's got, I know, 3 markets and an oil. It just comes back to that oil. It always just comes back to that oil. He's still not hit it. I think he's just forgotten about it. Fargo's probably thinking, why hasn't he hit my oil yet? He's just completely forgotten about it. And just like, that's the main thing that's winning in the game. Scudstorm comes in, kills the market, damages the Scud. Reznov still fighting for his chance in this tournament. He's getting the buggy numbers up again. He's got 3 buggies currently against just the tier 1 units of Fargo. Fargo has loads of tunnels over on the left side. Palace being built. So currently, Reznov has the tech advantage that he can build buggies. And Fargo can't. Oh no, it is a stealth worker. It is. Or at least that one is. These are stealth Scorpions and quads. But you can still see the tunnel building. Jean-Michel for Reznov. Could be MVP. Scudstorm comes in. It's the base of Reznov. That's going to be another Scud and it's going to be there. It probably would be selling that. Anthrax bomb coming in from Reznov. It's all just down to that tunnel. In fact, this has been a main weakness of Reznov. This whole area. It's been a main weakness of Reznov throughout the whole game. Ever since the beginning, he was deploying his defensive tunnels. Even that one included, I think. When he should have just been really clearing that and just sealing it off. That's what he should have been doing. But the whole time, Fargo's just been allowed to come in. Look how many buildings and how much stuff Reznov has just compact in this bottom right corner. And Reznov is out of the World Series. Well played. That was actually a fantastic game. Maybe a contender for the best replay of 2022. But yeah, GG. Well played. Fargo will proceed to the next round where he'll wait for me. I need to face humanity, but he's broke his finger on his left hand, so he can't attack move, guard mode, or anything. Yeah, maybe a major advantage for me there. I'd rather the game still happen though, rather than just like him get disqualified for not playing, or I don't know, not disqualified, probably it's not the word, forfeit the tournament or whatever. I'd rather the game still happen. I think if you broke your right finger, especially if it's one of your main fingers, I think you probably wouldn't be able to play it at all. I think if you broke your left, at least you can still probably play, but it's not going to be as entirely fair as a normal game would. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, GG, all played. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.